Okay, let's talk about something we've all probably been through. Have you ever spent weeks, maybe even months, searching for that perfect candidate? You're so sure you found them, but then a few months down the line, you realize it was a complete misfire. It is just so frustrating and incredibly expensive. So today, we're going to dig into the hidden weight of hiring and talk about a simple philosophy that can help you avoid this massive, all too common pitfall.
And this quote just captures that feeling perfectly, doesn't it? The pressure, the endless process, the sheer gravity of making the right decision, it is a heavy lift. Anyone who's ever been involved in building a team knows exactly what this feels like.
So let's get into it. Why exactly does hiring feel so heavy? Let's break down what really makes up this burden.
I mean, when you really think about it, the whole hiring process is this incredibly complex machine. First, you have to craft the perfect job description, one that actually captures what the role is all about. Then comes the mountain of resumes you have to sift through. After that, it's about coordinating everyone's calendars, which can feel impossible just to conduct multiple rounds of interviews. And even then, you're trying to align all your different team members and stakeholders, and finally, you have to navigate the tricky negotiation of an offer. Seriously, each step is a huge project in itself.
Yeah, it's pretty clear that hiring isn't a sprint, it's an absolute marathon. It just demands so much sustained effort, it drains your most valuable resource, which is time, and it takes a huge financial and emotional investment from everybody involved. It's really no wonder it feels so heavy. So when you're faced with this marathon, it's really tempting to cut corners, right? Maybe you think, let's just shorten the interview process, or we can skip a few reference calls. But the real question is taking that shortcut truly worth the risk?
And boom, here it is. This is the crucial point. A disciplined hiring process might feel heavy, for sure, but the weight of getting it wrong, the weight of a bad hire is so much heavier. This one simple statement completely reframes the entire problem.
So what is the true cost of a bad hire? Let me tell you, it's way more than just having to start the search all over again.
This really puts it all into perspective. Look, on one side, you have the manageable weights of hiring. The time, the coordination, the cost. But on the other side, the damage of a bad hire is just catastrophic. We're talking lost productivity, a huge negative hit on team morale, and this long-term, corrosive damage to your entire company culture.
And if you want to put a number on it, get this. Studies have shown that the cost of replacing a bad hire can be as high as 2.5 times that person's annual salary. So, think about it. For a role with a $100,000 salary, that is $250,000 mistake. And that includes recruitment fees, lost productivity, all the resources you spend on onboarding and training. It's a staggering financial hit.
The financial cost of having to recruit again is obviously huge. But you know what? It's often the hidden costs that are even more damaging. The drain on your team's productivity and the sheer disruption to workflow can actually dwarf that direct financial hit. You're not just paying to recruit again, you're paying to repair all the damage that was left behind.
So, what's the solution here? Well, it's a simple two-word philosophy: choose once. It's not about working harder, it's about working smarter. It's about committing to a mindset that aims to get the decision right the first time.
Okay, so what does it actually mean to choose once? It's way more than just a catchy phrase. It's a whole strategic approach to building a great team.
The core idea here is to completely reframe hiring discipline. Stop seeing it as a burden and start seeing it as a strategic investment. You front-load all the effort to prevent a much bigger, much more painful cost down the line. It's about being proactive, not reactive. So this choose once philosophy really stands on 3 pillars. First, define with clarity. This means going way beyond just a job description. You need to create a detailed hiring scorecard. Define the must-have skills, the key character traits, and the actual outcomes the person in this role has to achieve. Second, evaluate with rigor. Go beyond the traditional interview. Use structured behavioral questions where every single candidate gets asked the same things so you can have a fair comparison. Maybe implement some practical assessments like a case study for a consultant or a quick coding challenge for a developer. And third, decide with conviction. After you've gathered all this data from your rigorous process, trust it and make a confident decision.
You see, when you really embrace the choose once philosophy, the whole dynamic shifts. What was once a heavy, burdensome process transforms into a powerful tool for consistently building truly exceptional teams.
We started this whole conversation with the feeling that hiring is heavy, and now after exploring this philosophy to manage that weight, we're left with one last final question.
At the end of the day, you have to carry something. There's just no weightless path here.
The question is, which weight will you choose to carry? Is it the focused, upfront effort of a disciplined process, or is it the sprawling, painful burden of a bad decision? If you're ready to choose discipline over regret, you can start by implementing the Choose Once philosophy in your own hiring process. The choice really is yours.